Live in effect. Live in effect, man. What's happening with you? Let's go ahead. Let's get to some of these questions, man. I am here to answer your cardio questions, to have a little fun, to discuss. This is where you get free questions answered. Not on my text my number. I don't care what sad story you tell me. You don't get no response unless you ask for a box. You ask for a box, no need for me to reply. You want a question? You can ask right here. Or you could do paid consultation. But right now, I am here and eagerly available for anybody. Well, ain't nothing much going on, man. Sitting there chilling, music, kind of being a little thinking about a couple things, putting some packages together for people, man. Uh, not much, man. Ray, I can't say too much of nothing. Let me get right here. Let me get to my channel. Chilling. That's what I do for the most part and stay out the way. What's up, big? Okay, Florida, big dog. What's going on? Ain't nothing going on, man. Same old, same old. Space Ghost, the Base Ghost. That's a new one. Space Ghost, congratulations on your boss build, man. You getting your name out there and everybody's loving it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. My name is out there. The brand is built. The blog channel is built. The blogging. I'm blogging and got my opinion. Now my opinion is like some ways in some areas is revered and other areas is hated. Uh, but it is what it is, my opinion. You know, I'm entitled to it, and I seem like I have a lower following who listen to my opinion on various things. Take my information for what it is and take other information from other sources and then make a decision on what they're going to do. With that one being said, a lot of people don't like that because if you're not on their team, I guess you're against them. I get that. Well, I need to get a seat lift for the new 25H, newer Silverado. I need a seat lift for them 25Hs. If you got a 2018 up, you won't need a seat lift. I know 2019 for sure. You won't need a seat lift. Hey, MB. Okay, John Partner, have there been a 150 dB on 115 inch sub? Way more than that. Yeah, it's been that's been done. You gotta keep showing the internet. That's been done. Superfly Records, hey, Mr. Hey MB, almost got everything to install the enclosure you made me waiting on. You made okay. On got everything to install the enclosure you made me waiting on the M2500 and we ready. Okay, cool, brother. Any update on Solo X8? Is it gonna be a Solo X8? Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be one. I don't know. So excited. How long port needs to be to tune to 24 hertz? Depending on the port area you use. And the volume you use, what side, if you use a small volume, it's gonna be real long. If you use, depending on what volume and what port area you use, gonna give you your tuning. All right. Hey, hi, George M. Never heard a man say hi. Is it good to tune port below FS? Depending on what kind of music you listen to, you always tune the FS has nothing to do with the tuning your enclosure. Nothing to do at all. Most of these eights that's coming out got high FS, 48, 49, 51, 52. We tune these ports to 33 hertz. Why you think it's hitting 33 hertz? You think it's tuned to 40 hertz hitting 33? With them, no. You can tune the enclosure. You can tune a port. You can tune a sub. You can tune a box and, put the sub in to play whatever frequency of the music you listen to the most. They ain't worried too much about that FS. I don't know who put that mess. I don't know who put that overemphasis on excursion. Don't expect excursion. Huh? What are you talking about? I don't know, man. It doesn't affect excursions. Yeah, that's probably why your box ain't sound too good, bro. You really overthinking it. You can tune an enclosure to whatever you want to include and put the subwoofer in it. As you get closer to the tune, the woofer is not gonna move that much. The farther you get away from tuning, below or above it, it's gonna move a whole lot. Envy, appreciate your daily devotion. Help me with my day. So thank you. You're welcome, bro. A lot comes from Pakistan. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, you welcome. The way you get free questions at, for the most part. For the most part. Some questions, I ain't gonna let you occupy my time and wrap you up for more I laugh. But for the most part, you get free questions here. You know what I like listening to people that be listening talking about you can't tune a subwoofer, box lower than the airfares of the sub. Well, I do. Them boxes, they be able to be talking. They be sound like straight doo doo. You know. Oh God, Pleasure Chandler. Let me stack up 6 love on the 12 football and say it's better than a lot comes. Oh, who's Patrick? Who is Patrick Chandler? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Who is that? He said a lot comes from. I don't know who that is, Patrick Chandler, but whoever it is, that's not true. Quick question: what screw should I use to mount subs to the box? A good wood grain coarse screw. I mean, use your common sense on that. Not really. Baby, stop laughing, man. I don't know what screws you use. What I mean, a wood grain coarse screw. That's not. Did you like the image dynamics? Like, okay, Blake, the washes be epoxy. He epoxy that mess. I die. Who is this dude y'all talking about, man? The 80. Okay, we'll put six. Who is? I like Spock and Jarquez Screw with Robinson. Square bits or torque. Hmm. Oh, oh yeah, I ain't know that. That's his name. Hmm. I'm gonna let y'all talk about that because I refuse to talk about it on my channel. So I'm out of that conversation. Have you made any underseat back seat? Have you made any underseat back seat for the 2000 Nissan Titan 2005? No seat lift, 8-inch subwoofer. To answer your question, if you ain't got 9.5 inches high, you're not getting H facing forward. If you ain't got at least 9.5 inches high in the front, and you should have at least 6 to 7 in the back, and 15 between the two or 14, you're not gonna get no 8 in there. I know most of them Nissan Titans got a transmission on. Uh, I have a Nissan Titan box that I built. I call it my high trans box. But the smallest you're gonna have to be is 9.5 inches. Cause my box is based on volume. They just not like some people build boxes just to assume the shape and give you a cutout. Not MB. My box is based on volume and port. So you gotta have a certain displacement sub. Uh, and even though they look fundamentally the same, sub phase port over to the side, they got different lengths, width. So measurements, you're gonna have to have at least 9.5 inches high in the front to put an 8 in there. And then you ain't gonna put none of the kings in there. You can't do a 25-weight or a gorilla because that's not high enough. You need 10.5 inches for them. But 9.5 inches high in the front and 6 in the back, 14, 15 between the two. It's possible. You got measurement. I build off volume. So I don't have a box just sitting around. That's why I think I might be the only custom, maybe one of the few custom guys on YouTube. My box ain't just sitting around pre-made waiting for you to say, oh yeah, I got that, put the cutout. Nah, because not some subwoofers need point 0.5, some better at 0.75, some better at 1, some better at 1, 1.5, 1.2. So it ain't all the same, man. They look the same. Subs facing forward, port to the side, but different widths. Ports got different widths. Okay, Francis's prayer 990. Have you thoughts of do you have thoughts about encrypting audio? I've been looking at encrypting audio website. They only offer 1.8 They don't really want to get into that arena. I was looking at like the topography of the motors and the designs that they coming up with their motor structures, venting and stuff like that. I mean, I done heard of Warren though. I heard it's very very deep. But I heard that many of them. But I know they are not Alibaba. They came out around the same time as Sundown, but they just didn't get it, the CT sound. All the rest of the guys. They're getting starting to get a little bit more traction now. I think they're getting more traction because they are doing more of their own thing and and not trying to go with trends. Like I see they use more of a cone than surround on their woofer. Kind of like that. Uh, my greatest amp of all time is our Fun 150 old school. Uh, anyone here run Synergy WFO amplifiers? Been around while I had the Neo sub years ago. They're good. Yeah, yeah. They just don't have most of the stuff. Like I say, is marketing. Uh, that's gonna give you the most success. Marketing. Depending on where you market it. Some people market on Facebook real hard and they got a strong following. Social media. Uh, I get a lot of that. Yo, MB, take you back to 1997. Eclipse 7000 series woofers were the shit. No one ever had them, or am I too old school? Well, on this channel, we don't really talk about stuff you can't get no more. Stop laughing, Teresa. We, I'm just keeping a buck with you. Ain't no sense talking about stuff way back there in the past. MB always say we wake up in tomorrow, so we might closely talk about it. But you can't really, if it ain't really available, what's the point of talking about something that we gonna sit in and swear stories and who got the big? We ain't doing none of that, man. We trying to talk about stuff that somebody can go out and buy. I ain't the channel for you. That's what you gonna talk. We don't. I'm old, but we ain't really digging and talk about stuff we can't even get no more. Yeah, for real. That's what it is. I've been seeing some of the amps with high damping factor. I'm thinking about trying these out. Mm, mm, great. Hey, my 2500s came. So now I'm finna take my 2000s and make a video of me removing my 2000s and putting my 2500s just still to run them at phone. MB, did you get rid of your Hutchinson 8? Yeah, I got rid of it. I think I gave it away. I gave it away. Yeah, I couldn't get that joker to work. It wasn't. I could see why he went defunct. I don't know what maybe he couldn't get the production right because that ain't what to me was nothing. Uh, I let the red stay in box. You built cool, cool. MB, okay. I got George M. I got 30-year-old Kenwood KC 923 wanted 2 JBL 12 Pro, not enough to compete, but good enough to fill the car. Great. Okay. Know your video, listen to every live video you have made keeps me sane. Oh, okay, Derek Gloss, would a 310W7 and one of your bars fit a 87 regular Regal trunk, 10W7. They need 1.5 or 1. I think it's 1. Let's see. Let's see. 87 Lincoln trunk. So you want to see some rattle. You want you some rattle. You want your trunk to rattle, boy. That makes you feel like you beaten. You get that wah, bah, 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 bah. What it sound like, Trees? Stop that, man. Well, that's what they gonna do. 87. Okay, 87 Regal. He want to rattle, but he wants to know, can you do 3? I know. I'm pretty sure you can do. That's a pretty big space. Yeah, that's a big space. W7. $1,000 watt for the subwoofer, specifications. Port box 1 or 1.5? 1.5. 3 cubes. Yeah, you get 3 cubes in there. You said 3 though. So 4.5 cubes. 4.5 cubes. What's the displacement on this joke? Displacement is physical specifications. 0.09, that'd be 27. Yeah, you should be able to get 3 in there. Yeah, you can get 3 in there. I don't see why not. You want me to do it, give me some dimensions, we'll go from there. No router. I have that 3YX. Bro, if you got 97 octane, 1987 Buick Regal, how you not gonna have no router? How you get the base wave out the trunk? You welcome to comment right here. And I'm trying to understand how you ain't have no router. What's up with all the different apes you've been testing? Where they end up? Like what? Attic, chop shop. My two best are the G7 and the 2508. It's a battle, I guess, between the standard cutout, but I'm not into the standard cutout. I'm into the oversized eights, and they do what they do. All the rest of them very close in output to each other based on their power watt amp. The RMS rate. I mean, you're only gonna do so much with a 7.25 inch cutout and a 6 inch spider. And the rest of these boys, they increasing. The oversized guy, they increase. They give you more. Not much as a 10, but way more than 8. Is it worth to get the 25G right now? Or wait for the new release. I always wait for the new release. That's kind of crazy, ain't it? Kind of crazy. I would wait to make sure they done. Polarian X MB. I installed a new amplifier yesterday. Whenever I hit a amp bump when drop, my subs make a thumping noise. Is my amp bad or my wires loose? I don't know what amp you got. I don't know what kind of power wire you ran and ground wire, which is very important. I can't answer your question right now. Like that DD Atomic, DD another. Mm. Okay. Like the DD Atomic, DD another. Boy, you way back there. Yeah, don't be careful you order Atomic, sir. That thing may or may not receive the QC. So it may work when you get it, it may not. This is facts. Everybody know this. If you get a good one, you got some. Issue is if you get a good one. All right. DD 25G, Godzilla. You 8 inch cutout, 7.5 inch spider. Shall I continue? You think a standard cutout ain't gonna compete with it? Only thing that come close is King Kong or DC Audio. But it's really more into a low. DC wants that real low end. So the only thing that really come close to it is more as far as balance overall to be the G7. Okay, Brian. Okay, are the ARC audio amps current enough hot class H class versus D class sounds good to me. Am I just tripping? Not even really into the technical aspect of it. I don't really know enough to answer your question. I don't know. Blake, you can't get any into the new release date. As far as I'm aware, all remaining stock is already spoken for. Yeah, pretty much. Is it a good idea, George, to have a very long port for a small box? Volume. Port would wrap around the internal volume. Better have a long port. Depending on how you gonna get the box in the vehicle and your application. I try not to bend my ports no more than one time. One bend. And then after that bend, she go to the outside environment. When you got a real small box volume, you're gonna have to bend maybe 3 times. Depending on how deep of that bend you're gonna need. If you're gonna have to bend 2 times, outside environment, L, and then get to the other side of the box, another L. Try to make that L just as short as possible. Because you add another bend. Or if not, that might be a chance like when you want to use the 45s in the corners. Because you got two velocities that are going to change the velocity of the air inside the port, in my opinion. Okay, is it all good? Okay, who you from? India? How to determine the resonant frequency of my vehicle? Should I tune my box to this frequency for maximum output? If you tune your frequency to them, you will get maximum output at that frequency. But most time that frequency is very high. So if that means you're gonna get if you're using a porta box, you're gonna get unloading immediately after that. But if you just burping or going into extreme loudness at that one frequency, yeah, tuning to a frequency, two or three frequencies under your resonant frequency is gonna give you a pretty wide bandwidth. So let's say your resonant frequency is 38, you can tune to 36, 37 and get a boost at 38. Yeah. I try to find out what your resonant frequency is, and then tune underneath it. So that when the wave gets to your resonant frequency, I can get that's why everything sounds good in my truck. Because I know what my resonant frequency is. So when I tune here, I'm getting as it starts to roll off, it gets to pick up at the resonant frequency, and then as it starts to roll off again, it gets picked up by the tune enclosure, and then it falls off. Gives me a wide bandwidth. Okay. Every bend in port reduces efficiency. So you want to, with a slot port, one bend. But if you're gonna make two, it wrapped around on three sides. Try to make that first bend as short as you possibly can. If not, maybe you need to buy another subwoofer and increase the volume. If you go into small volumes, that's when that tends to happen. Like eights and six and a half. I'm trying to run 1/6 to ported box. Kind of not practical. Recreation. What's up, MB? I did some measurements and I can fit a 17 by 30 by 25 box on the trunk. I want to get some DD95 99 series subs. Just want to know what size I should go with to get the best sound output. Text me. And if you want me to build a box, text me. If you're trying to do it yourself, find out what volume you got there and 95, 90, depending on how much power you're going to throw to it. You didn't tell me you don't know what size to go with. It's going to be based on box volume. Okay, I can find that. I can find that for you right here. I will want you messaging me unless you're going to you're trying to get me to build a box. If you're gonna do it yourself, then you can just do that yourself. Not don't really don't occupy my time with it. Cool. If you're not getting me to build a box, then you can just do it yourself, respectfully. But I can tell you right here what you got, what 99 series size subs you should use. So using your dimensions, you got right at 6 cubes. So I would stay at either 112, 115. 6 cubes, well, you can put 110 in there, then you got tens in the small recommended volume. You could do 210s, but it's gonna be in the small recommended volume. With 6 cubes, I would do 112. Why would you do 212s? You only got 6 cubes net. Once you put the subs in the port in there, he's gonna be less than 5. So I would do 112 or 115 in the 95 or 99 series subwoofer. I would probably lean toward the 15. Yeah, yeah. This is my logic way of thinking. Okay. Scar, did you ever with the APS think it was a Scar, did you ever with the APS think it was the model from Atomic? Man, I had an APX M8, and I bought two of them. I couldn't get neither one of them jokers to work. They came here quiet. I don't know if I ever buy them again. I've had a pair that worked, and I was amazed by them. But man, they quality. If they watch it, man, your quality control suck. And then when you get the subwoofer, and we try to tell you, hey man, the thing ain't working. Then they try to make, what did you do wrong? I ain't did nothing wrong. Took the thing out the damn box. And it's messing up. Because you ain't do the cues. I already took it. What power you apply to it, and this, all this. I mean, ain't nobody got time to go through all that, man. That's almost like me arguing with Nemesis Audio with the power wire popping off. Man, ain't nobody got time for that, man. Do your QC if you're going to sell somebody stuff. Dude, get some quality control. You buying it over there. Open the boxes up over here. Get some quality control. That's one thing I would say to Sundown. I know they do that. Then they get their stuff in China. They open up every single box. That's how you get that B stock. You can open up every single box and look in and see if he got what he said he paid for. So Atomic, no man, flaw you get. If you get one that work, you're gonna be like, oh my God. Problem is getting one that work. Uh, if an amp has a damping factor of 350 at one ohm, does that mean that 2 and 4 the damping factor would be high? Yes. Yes. I was really hoping for one from the 8 from 80 audio, but I knew the in-house guy from the 8 from 80 audio, but I know the in-house guy didn't design those. I found that subwoofer kind of similar to another subwoofer. Let me show you how that. Hey, baby, can you do me a favor? You can't really, can you? You can? Good, I can't need the count. Move that box there and bring that Nemesis audio and that audio dynamics box over here. I want to show them something. Dinner with the wife. Be good, y'all. Be good, Chuck. We'll talk to you later. Is it whiskey and music, right? Always. Under that box is open right there with the Amazon. Right there, yeah. Move that. Bring that Nemesis audio hectic over here. This stuff, Kanye gonna start doing the unboxing review. I ain't did unboxing in a long time, but we're gonna go ahead and do the sundown audio and get that on out the way, or the kicker, one or two. We're gonna get this thing out the way, man. You say the biggest you can go on an X8 is 1.2, and port area is 16. I did 1.7 90 port, and it sounds amazing. I can still give it 800 watts or more. I don't know if it's because I'm using it in my room. It's probably getting reliable, probably using it in your room, but you can go big as you want to. I ain't saying it's gonna work, but are you sure you're getting 800 watts to it? Because you ain't supposed to put it that big. I ain't saying you did. Now, see, this is what. Let me hand me that right there, babe. This, this stool. Why don't you like the tar amp? Because they cheap, and we don't rehash it. I don't like tar amps, man. They cheap. I don't like them. You like them good, but we ain't finna rehash that. You like them cheap amps? Go right ahead, man. I ain't finna get in that no more. Where your money at, you spend that. Hey, so y'all see this? Y'all see this design? Now, baby, hand that and audio dynamics, the audio dynamics. Uh, can't tell you how happy I am with my lady about the pressure I get on low power is insane. Right up under that box right there. Right up under there. Yeah. Keep asking, whatever you always asking about TV. What tar amps the one? Who don't want some with some tar amps? I'll wait till you find somebody that want anything. Sound quality, SPL competition. Who want anything with tar amps? I'll wait. I'll wait. Oh no, that ain't it. I made you pull that joker out for nothing there. Leave it right there. Yeah, that ain't it. That's the wrong one. I must have sold that one. But that basket, oh, you all right? The Audio Dynamics 8, I ain't a subwoofer box builder, but a subwoofer builder. Yeah, I don't build subwoofers. But I had no opinion. I just know the Spider Pack was similar to, it was different from the Spider Pack using the Cosmos audio. And the Cosmos is a little bit stronger because the Cosmos audio has a, see, some people working on giving you, it's a trend in America, man, to make the 8 as big as possible. That's why you got the Nemesis Audio 8 and some other 8s to come out with just large motor structures, and just so they can get your money. Make it as big as possible. And sometimes making it too big stops it for the practicality of its use. Like that Nemesis Audio 8, there's no way you putting that in no truck without a seat lift. There is no truck you ain't putting that in without a seat lift. Straight up. Except for, no. You know, you can put it in new 2019 Chevys, but for the most part, and you got to do that. 2019 Chevys, and maybe I wouldn't put it in Ram though, because it ain't enough box value. You don't get enough box value. But they made it so big that it's now you done missed the practicality of it being an 8 to go in the smaller space. We didn't make it big like that. But that's the American mindset, big as possible. It's almost like lift the truck big. Everybody gets a truck in America except for me. Want to lift it high, big rim sitting out this, that, and that, because they say, oh, it makes the truck bad. Positive too also means you can't really work the truck like you won't work it no more. But to each his own. But that's what they do here in America. Big is better, bigger is better. And with that particular sub, I showed y'all that it wasn't. The wider pancake board did a whole lot better because it was a stronger design. Uh, I have it here. I'll do some more testing with it, possibly. But yeah, I was just showing you sometimes big ain't better. It's not. And sometimes people use big just to get your money. For real. Hey, what's good, B? Oh, Jeanette. Oh, hey, D Brown, I'm still waiting for you to tell me who done won with tar amps. Anything. D Brown, who done won anything with tar amps? Tricky, stop laughing. Who done won anything with them? And what record do they hold? In sound quality loud, SPL. Who done won anything with a tar amp? I sit there and wait till you find something. So is AD a copy of the one you showed? No. I guess I sold the copy of the sub I was talking about. But I'm dead glad that AD used that bastard they used, 7.5 inch cutout. Start moving toward what people call oversized. Yeah, you can move up to an 8 inch cutout. Until somebody moves to an 8 inch cutout, man, that DD gonna kill everybody. And you gotta get the 8. Hey, kicking squares all day. American made, American play. I came out to hear you preach the gospel of the Holy Seventeen. I came to not to hear you preach the gospel of the Holy 1728. Don't get it. But 1728 is the cubic squares. Every boss builder should know that. 1728. Diamond sound JPMs. What do you think about those? Never ran one. Never ran one. Very colorful. Very, very colorful. They got a lot of crazy colorful schemes. Got like a whole rainbow of colors. I never ran one, so my opinion will be mute on that point. How can you speak on something you don't ran? So is the 80 a copy of the 1K? Just picked up a pair of 8 inch DFL. What do you suggest for a cubic foot on a box? 0.75. That's the digital design. You got the VFL. That's the digital design old 608. Look it up. Prove me wrong. That's the old 608 before they changed it to the pop toy to a basket. So put them in like 0.75, 1.5 to the pair. Tune it real low, and it's gonna surprise you. That rib surround he put on it, they don't have nothing to do with the output because it's it's not open fill foam. It's all the same. You put ribs on it. It's doing nothing. But tune that thing low. The suspension is very capable of giving you major output in the lows. My friend Louis took one of those, did a 138 at 36 hertz. The one, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Boy, I was looking at boy, look at here, light good. I don't care how many people hate me, man. I look at my wife and I be wanting to say, I don't care, man. I don't need none of it. I'll be good. Name the top three setups using 2/8 pass. Name my top three setups using 2/8 pass the current. The digital design, the DB drive, and sheesh, that's a hard one here. Top three. Mm. So I'm gonna say top three was still available. Still available to buy. 'Cause it makes no sense me using one that's available to buy. So I'm gonna give him an honorable mention because you can't buy them. Because we don't talk about stuff you can buy. The digital design, the G7, and the B2 audio rampage. Yeah. Honorable mention, the Kicker Q class, L78. Yeah. No longer buy it though. I believe his top three is 27 G7 and DCM48. Mm-mm. The DCM48 is good. I sell it, but I don't like the surround on the DCM48. Nah, he need to go more. Blake, he need to go more toward digital designs and DB drive. Though, give me more cone area. Don't the market with these big fat surrounds. I ain't a fan of it because to me the Wolf are going to excel in the lows, but on the highs ain't gonna do good. So if he If he'd have put the M3 surround on the M4, I think he'd be better served. And I told Andrew that. I mean, Rusty that. I told him that. I don't know if he's gonna listen. Make a cutout like other people do, so you can get an SPR surround. But I wish he had more cone area on that 7.5 inch oversized sub. I love it though, but that's the only job I like about doing like an M4. It's not very balanced. Yeah, Blair. I wish he. I told him that though. You know I ain't hating. I just told him how I feel about it. MB, since I'm getting you to be the boss, can I come up to that cut and hear that Megazilla? I only got 2 subs. It's only 2. Yeah. Yeah, you can come up here. Yeah, of course you come pick it up. You want to hear, you go hit it. Him in 2.5 Qs. They very, very musical. I muted him the other day. Did a 136 in this 2.5 Q box on music. That 3Q take the 140. It gonna sound like 140 to you, but it's not actually as loud as when I put them at 2 on and put them in the 3Q box. How long before them solo X10s released? Boy, I wish I knew, homie. Wish I could tell you. Are Class AB amps any good on subs? Depending on what your goals are. If you're looking for just outrageous output, no. If you're looking for accuracy, it's different. Like right now, how I'm riding and how everybody get their mental demos now, I'm in 4 ohms. I got, now I'm finna have 2,500 watt amps. I'm gonna run them in 4 ohms. Now, why you doing that? Right? Because I like the control, and it's easy on my electrical. It sounds, whoa. It sounds, whoa, whoa. So much control. I'm switching over from the M2000 to M2500s and going at and in fact I'm a meter. I might meter today, baby. Meter today with the M2000 and then see how much louder I get when I put the M2500s in. Yeah, and still be a phone. Yeah, still be a phone. Class AB amps any good? They not worth it. I had the JP23. But I never had one, so I'm not going to speak, because I know people wait me to say certain things. I speak what I want to speak about these subs, but I don't run the amp, so I heard the amp. I heard my friend's vehicle uh, with a single X15. I heard it. I did hear it. I feel like some people be asking stuff to start mess. True, they do, but come on, me, Matthew, you know I know. You know what I know. I already know. Some people get on here. Some of these people on here ain't. Everybody on here ain't. A lot of people on here are plants, man. They come from various camps, and they try to get me to say something so they can screenshot this and send it back on YouTube. They just realize you ain't dealing with a 15 or 35-year-old man. I'm 50 years old, man. I probably seen more than you done. I didn't see it coming before I get there. So, like I said, I've never ran a JP amp, so I ain't got no opinion on it like that. I just don't run amps, don't have no dampening factor, and that's a blanket for anybody. But I'm told that JP does have dampened listens on his amps. Okay, 8-time wheelchair. Nobody knows. I'm friends with a lot of kicker guys, and I don't even know. What about your bottom least favorite amps in the past 10 years? The bottom least favorite amps. Number one gonna be Scar ZVX8. Scar's best 8 was the VVX8. He got rid of it. Another least favorite 8. The Hutchinson Neo 8. I didn't like the second vision. I didn't like that. Uh, Least favorite. Who else did I come in? Because I can make most stuff sound good within reason. But yeah, that's my least favorite. I wish Scar would come out with something different. I can make it sound good, but the box size be so big, it's not even practical for it. For real. Okay, Blake B. Okay, thanks for the box suggestion. I'm currently running American Base 12-inch Elite and 2.5 G box 232. Can't believe how that thing slams. I'm gonna drop a 150 video with a JP3, hide and watch. Oh, yeah, cause Matthew's got a JP23. I think he's gonna put that on that on that in that supercharged 18 in the MBE. Ooh, boy, that'd be nice if he had a 150 with that. Now, mind you, y'all know I did post the video with that Scar Evil 15. in one of my boxes due to 146.96 at 43 hertz on the JP23 with 115. Yeah. Worst eighth I ever used was a Crossfire. Got to be kidding me. What Crossfire you talking about? Because I love my Crossfire C7 8. Q class over the C7. C7 over the C7. Yeah, I'm. Mm. No, the C7 gonna have more output. I don't know. No, the Q class gonna have more output. It's already proven that. No, between them two right there, I'm gonna go with my Q, man. I'm gonna go with my Q. Okay, I told you my Q class held up with a lot. I love my C7 though. But remember the Q class can wreck with a lot of people. Remember the Q class, that 500-watt sub did the same 140 everybody else did, but he did it 2 ohm. Yeah, on 1 amp. Hey then. That's back when Kicker and DD, they were both on one Falls Gate 5000 BDCP. Both of them did they 140 on 1 amp. And B, would a DC level 410 or 12 be better to run as a single sub setup than a 25 in their power box using M2500? Yeah, Conair is king. Yeah, yeah. Level 10, number 12, yeah, you're going to be up there. Yeah, yeah. And single sub setup, why you using an 8 unless you really limit on box value? If you can put a 10 or a 12 in there, a single sub, if you're going to run a single sub, use the biggest air cone you can unless you just want to run 8 for wow factor. My vehicle, 8 is where it's at. So that's why I'm just playing with nothing but 8. All right? That's what I play with. When I get me an SUV, I start exploring these other subs y'all want me to explore. Right now, I'm just telling you if I heard it, if I build a box for a guy local or something other than that. But when it comes to Mace, yeah, I play with the Mace. I don't care with nobody. I don't care what nobody feel about how I feel about 8. Whether they call me an expert, influencer, whatever. I don't care. I play with them. So I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I play with them extensively. Put them in different kind of boxes, stuff y'all ain't even heard and seen. Turn your notification bell on. You never know when I might go live. It's Friday. Hey, with a DC level, okay, what kind of bandwidth do you aim when designing your enclosure? With a ported box, about 8 to 10 frequencies relatively flat. About 8 to 10 frequencies relatively flat. That's kind of bandwidth. Everything else good, you're gonna get a peak. You're gonna get a peak with a ported box anyway. So if I can get 8 to 10 frequencies relatively flat based on my knowledge, especially with your trucks, I know what the resonant frequency of most trucks is. So that's why I'm excelling with that with these trucks because I know where to tune the box at. With the truck crew cabs, yeah, you got the Ford crew cab, you got the Chevy crew cab, you got the bigger cab, but it's pretty much a certain width between the windshield and the black glass, which gives me a certain resonant frequency that I know. It's my secret. And when I tune my boxes, it's based on that knowledge. They are surprised how much everything plays. Pretty much, pretty much. Good luck finding a big AB amp these days. Yeah, my mindset is I'm getting Class D amps with big wattage and then running it 4 ohm. What? Yeah. I want to amp one of these sub. And then when I would like, for instance, how right now, I got 2.5 cubes and I can put my 3 cube back in there. Probably gonna build me another 3 cube because I don't know. I like building boxes, I guess. I'm a nut for that. But anyway, my wife said that last. She said, I see, somebody put they bought my 3 cube for his mega cab today. But anyway, and but I'm gonna put 2 terminals in there. And what the terminals gonna be able to do, I'm connect both voice cords instead, and I won't be able to go from 4 ohm to 2 ohm. I remember Steve Me had a device one time where you could turn, you hook all the wires up, and you can actually turn to the ohm loads you want. I wonder if he still got that out, because that'd be something I want to do. 2 knobs where I can turn. I'm gonna get D2 subs, and I can go from 1 ohm to 4 ohm with just a turn. Yeah, because 4 ohm is good for my daily. So I don't keep taxing my electrical. It's loud enough for me. And loud enough for most impressed people. But then, let's say when I start going to shows, after I get my vehicle exactly where I want it, amps displayed nicely and this, that, and other, and lights and all that old stuff there. Because I'm pretty sure now, especially after this last revision from DD, that's what I'm going, unless somebody gonna come out with another 8-inch subwoof, 8-inch cutout, that's pretty much what's gonna stay in that truck. Everything else will just be tested. And so with that being said, it'd be nice to, when I go to shows, baby, to just take it to one on demo. Wow, hit 140, probably 141, something like that. Because I've seen 141. I just didn't have the meter on. Uh, and I'm trying to hit it 29 hertz. And then when I'm around daylight, just take it to phone. It's better. Phone sound a lot better to me. Oh, you'll be ever seen all video. It sounds very good. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That's why I do these lives. Thank you, man. I'm glad you happy with your boss, Juan. Sorry. Much love, base family. Have a great weekend. Peace, Matthew. Think about running Ampere Audio amp. Yeah, Ampere Audio. That's Andrew Bailey, good guy, man. Another guy who doesn't get the same height as everybody else. Not into sensationalism. Didn't do his marketing. He's an offshore loanman. Uh, and he has woofers designed for him, made for him in China, based on his his procedures. The Ampere 8 is great. Yeah, it is a great 8. Uh, hello from hey Frigo. What tuner would you recommend for hair tricks? I don't know. I don't. You ain't never seen a hair trick on my channel, so I don't know if this like supposed to be like a trick question and stuff. I tell you, y'all ain't gonna be able to get me, man. Y'all go out to y'all go out see this shit coming a mile away, man. Mile away. I don't know. I don't. You ain't never seen me do a head trick nor talk about a head trick on my channel. So, what I don't know, I'm gonna stay away from. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna answer the question. I've told you could do a head trick on any. Some people do them in 30s and 40s and 50s. I think it's with Power and Porter, ain't it? Mhm. Uh, remember I don't know about. Remember I told you this ain't loud. The head trick floating babies and towels. This ain't the channel. Sounding good riding down the street on with average systems people can buy. This the channel. What do you got to do dampening wise to get truck to sound dynamic? That's any vehicle though. The more you dynamic your vehicle, the more you stop stuff from moving, the more your acoustic energy stays in the air to hit the meter and be loud. That's why you ever see them guys when they meter up. Why man when they sit there pushing on the door, sit on the hood and this that another. Rattle, things moving, kill bass. Because it's not vibing in time with the wave being generated. The less you have, the louder you'll be. That's why you see them SQ guys, they got 500 watts on the 15, and they'll do a 146 on 500 watts, yeah, because they they dampen the whole vehicle. Uh, it was a C58. You ain't like the C58? Dang, I got two of them. They don't sound. Now you been interested. I got two of them. Oh, yeah. I know they gonna hold their hands to that C7, but you didn't like them. JP43 on my Solo H12 sound good to me. Should sound better when I get that MBE bar. I'm doing a 140 with two 10s on an 1800 watt CHA. And that's what's up. That's impressive. Two 10s and two on an 1800. It lost half its power. Adrian Francisca. What frequency you doing that 140 at? That's the lows what we talking. You doing it in 35, 34, 36? MBEnclosures. Check steering ticket amplifiers. A is high value performance, sound, it's SQL. I'm good with my digital designs amp. I ain't trying to switch out amp. I'm good with my digital. I know what build house to come out of, and I got my M25. I ain't finna switch out amp. I don't test amp files. I'm happy with the dampening I got. I'm way over, close to 1,000 dampening for on my M2000, and it's just been increased more by going to my M2500. But the dampening factor is really the message with the EMF, because what Blake said about that is true. It is a factor to look at, but it ain't just by itself high dampening factor. It's gonna make the subwoofer sound good. But I'm happy about this design. I'm not looking to change my amp, Jeff Adele. I'm not. Bear Views was doing videos on crazy enclosure designs for a while. It was a series called Boom or Bust. Yeah, he was taking people who was modeling the print software and get you to do it with a 6.5, or and mount these boxes. And then he was graphing it because it would be tuned real high, but he was showing if you make this size mock-up box for a larger driver and 2.5 octave under, you get the same type results. I watched a couple of them. Interesting. Spark Innovations, homie. Let you switch from series to series. They don't sell it. Spark Innovations sold that. Let you switch from series to parallel. Yeah, yeah. I thought Steve had that. Okay. Steve runs his stuff at phones too. When them Solo X10s come out, are you going to put one or two Solo 10 in the truck? Just one, because I think they require a big box. Yeah, they start at 2 cubes. I think no two. Yeah, they started two. The 10 started two for my manual because I'm a dealer. So put two in my vehicle. To put two in my vehicle, I had to have 4 cubes net, and I can't get 4 cubes net, especially with the 10s, because I ain't gonna be able to go up that high. Because I ain't gonna face it to the back seat. I don't like muffled sound, and I ain't gonna face it to the floor. So when me facing them up and they bigger, then I can't get as high as I can get now. So I could do one, but then if I do just one, I'm not gonna have the cone air I have with 2 10s, with 2 8s. So probably not. That's why I want him to come out with a Solo X8. That's why I keep pushing for that. That's why I keep pushing for that. What is the dampening factor on DD25 phone? I don't see it listed. I don't have my DD. Which one you have? Do you have the M series? If you ain't got the M series, it ain't gonna be listed at all. But you can call. You can call. They email you. I forgot what the sheet's called. I forgot what's a sheet that they can email you. Everything you need to know about that amplifier. How do you measure a quarter ohm sound wave for port loading? You can't measure a quarter ohm sound. Never heard of that. A quarter ohm, so 0.25 ohm sound wave for port. Never heard of it. Know what you're talking about. God, man, keep doing what you're doing. I've always thought that the head trick and head trick is totally instead the music don't sound good. It's a trend, it's a trend for some people. They like that, It's a trend to burp, Just because I don't, just 'cause what I like don't mean everybody like it. What I like, I do my thing. I ain't here to follow what everybody else doing. That's why I'm not in the crew. I do what I'm gonna do. I ain't a follow. I ain't really concerned about hair tricks. Yeah, that ain't really my thing. Putting 10, 12, 418 big bill setups, that ain't my thing either. I'm for the people that keep the lights on. 2 8s, 2 10s, 2 12s, amp, head unit, epicenter, line out converter, beating down the street. I'm for the people that attend the shows. That's the people that keep the lights on. People want to ride and sound good, really enjoy their music at loud level. Not 150, 160 loud, but I'm talking about because you're not riding around with that like that all the time. You can't hear what's going on around you. It's not safe. I'm for the people that ride around like 136, 138. That's pretty loud, just booming on down the street. Sound quality guys, 2 8s in the truck, stuff like that. Uh, do you know if DD95 will have any new revised coming out soon? No, sir, I do not. Do you build enclosures for custom build aids? If you got TS parameters, tell me what the subwoofer do. I can put it in the program and see. Because if it's custom build, I need to know what to do. At those times, I probably use a program, so I need to know the TS parameters. Or hammer that, baby. Or we could do the hammer that VS3. Because I'm having to use this. I messaged Sundown today to see if they will send me the TS parameters on their sub. Because I don't want to pull the parameters off the sub with my DAT and it's not what they list on their site, I think that'd be unnecessary friction. So for those reasons, why I ain't said nothing yet on the driver. I'm just waiting for them at least what they say their production parameters are. I think that's fair. Instead of me pulling them and then saying something totally different than what they put out, make it seem like MB said this, they said I'm finna unplug that cord at you. Take that tool out the toolbox. I'm gonna sit back and wait till they publish the space. I asked them today, they ain't get back to me with it for whatever reason. So for those reasons, I don't know what the new goals are. I do see some new features on it over the V3 that I'm going to point out that are favorable. Yes, yes. But at this point, it's just going to sit there till they release something. Cause I take my opinion seriously. I take my opinion when I'm telling y'all what I feel about a subwoofer. Oh, what they do MB locked and loaded, two in Virginia. Hey Sam, did tiny thing for you two. Okay. Okay, you prefer subs facing up or facing forward? I like my Medicare. I like my subs facing up. I don't block the cone, but I can help it. I don't never want to block the cone. Uh, all right. Any more questions? I think I've been up for going on 1 hour. I think that's what I want to give you all day. Stay tuned. Like I say, the reason why I haven't done the sundown XA box because they ain't put the parameters up there. As soon as they put any parameters up there of what their specs is, I'm gonna pull mine probably tonight or tomorrow. But like I said, I'm not gonna say what mine is because it's their subwoofer. So, do you think subsonic filters are bass killers? No, I think they're protectors because especially using prefabs. If you don't know what has, first of all, you can't hear below 20 anyway. So you see guys remember 15, 16, and hear all that moving there because they got multiple of them subwoofers in there, 16, 12, 14 of them. And that's why you see babies floating and all the old tiles floating, this, that, another. But most people can't hear below 20 hertz. Okay, but when you got big setups like that with all those woofers moving, uh, you will feel it, and you can't hear it. But if you got enough of them, you gonna hear it and feel it. I just you just contradicted yourself. I just but if you got enough of them, it'll make it so you will hear it and feel it, fulfill it. You prefer run 10 amps or one big amp for two subs? One big amp for two subs. I'm just a YouTube creator, so they coming out with eights now that supposedly handle 1200, 1500 watts all mess. So I actually have two. I'm a dealer. I'm a dealer. So I got two. So I got two DC audio amps too. But I run the DDs. I'm happy with them. How do you float a baby? Oh, these boys out here. Oh shit, ain't loud. Is this Jerry ain't loud? How you learn from me, man? Cut it out, man. Jerry ain't loud. You ain't learn. Let me say. Let me go to your channel. Go to Jerry. Let me see. Ain't loud. Oh, I thought this was Jerry ain't loud. Oh, I thought this was somebody else. Okay, it's somebody else. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, shoot. I'm glad I was able to teach, but I'm still learning. You should do the American series of boom and bass. Pick like a 6.5 and have people submit design to test for SPL. And they have me build it. Mm, I ain't interested in that. I ain't interested in that. It's enough trying to build these boxes to people that's paying me to build these boxes to be I don't just sit around and surf the internet. Yeah, I do this. I do this, share my knowledge with y'all, get box builds. That's what I do for a living. That's what I do. I don't think Barry Bills does what I'm doing for a living. DD, what model amp you run? M25? Yeah, now I'm finna run the M25. I got them finna get them out of the vehicle, put them in tomorrow. Take my M2000s out. The M2000 sold. It's about I already got 'em. So coming right up on 1 hour, man. Any more questions? Hope this is a very informative hour. Boy, I got a fat face. All right, y'all be blessed. I am out of here. Peace.